Wires, lovely wires. So we need to control the engine. So the connections we need to make are distributed into two sides: the sensors and the actuators. So the sensor will help us get information about what is happening in the engine, and then the actuators are what we use to effect changes on the engines. So starting from the front, we need to get information about the temperature of the engine so that it can start properly when the engine is cold and when the engine is hot, and it can switch on the fan automatically also. So this is the temperature sensor. It has two pins, one goes to ground, one goes to the ECU. This is an actuator. It's called VVT, variable valve timing. One goes to positive 12 volts and one goes to the ECU ground, and it adjusts the intake camshaft for more zoom. So what else do we have on this side? This is a barometer. It checks the pressure, atmospheric pressure, and there is another sensor quite similar to it, which is located down here. If you can see it, this one is the manifold air pressure sensor. So it measures the pressure inside the intake manifold, which we are going to use to deduce the amount of air flowing into the engine. As air flows, pressure drops. As air stops to flow, then vacuum builds up in the intake manifold. That way we can guesstimate the amount of air flowing into the engine, because we need to know the amount of air flowing into the engine so that we can put the proper amount of fuel using the injectors, which are actuators. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are two pins. One goes to positive, the other one goes to the ECU. The ECU will ground it, switching it on. We have 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and then sitting here looking shiny is the the throttle body. The throttle body regulates the flow of air into the engine. When this is closed, air doesn't flow in. When this is opened, air goes in. And this is of two types. We have the manual type, yes, in which this car came with before. You press your accelerator pedal, and then there's a kind of arrangement here, pulls it and opens the throttle blade. So as you press it, it opens and closes. But this is an electronic throttle body. So the ECU takes control of this, sends signals into it here to be able to control it open and closed based on how much we are pressing the electronic pedal sensor, also called PPS, pedal position sensor. Another set of sensors we have the camshaft sensor. There is the camshaft here, the intake camshaft. As it rotates, a metal passes through this sensor and it lets the sensor know that, okay, cylinder 1 is in top dead center. So it allows us to identify which cylinder is in top dead center. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, we have another sensor located lower here. This one is called the I don't know if you can see it. I'll try to point to it. This is it here, located down here, down inside the place. It's also a 2-pin sensor. This is a variable reluctance sensor, and there are metallic teeth inside the bell housing that passes in front of the sensor every time the engine rotates. This allows us to know the position of the engine and how fast the engine is rotating. The faster the engine rotates, the more air it takes in, the more fuel we need to give to it. You understand? Okay. So what else do we have? We also have a knock input sensor. This allows us to tune our ignition timing so that the engine does not knock, and so that we can extract the maximum amount of power from the engine. Also, we have a set of very important actuators. These are ignition coil drivers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, since this is a 4-cylinder engine. So this one came from the Honda K24, K20 series of engines. the type of engines that came in EOD and stuffs like that. So we are repurposing under parts into our Mercedes Benz. So these are the basics of what we are going to connect coming from the engine. There are still some other sensors coming from the car, the vehicle speed sensor and other things like that. Also, around this place, I removed it. It's inside the house presently because we need to program it. There's the intake flap here that acts as electronic boost, like a waste gate, waste gate, allowing intake pressure generated by the supercharger to not go into the engine when we don't need it. When you are sitting in traffic, you don't need boost. The boost needs to go out. But when you are trying to do zoom zoom, it closes and allow all the air being generated by the supercharger to go directly into the throttle body through the electronic throttle body there, and then we have smooth and crazy acceleration. So those are the things we need to connect, and inside we already started doing all of that, and soon enough it will be grafted to the engine. Stay tuned, more is coming.